TV Oborabu Wagusi.
Mwanchomo ligelia bwe Etaya TV litukeligali Jumapili litukolia gatano na limoaso mutinyi 10 mwaka bwechiri bubere na meronge bere nainye mangana manga gendreta okolekana na mono chingakie biro bigendrete kwenge abo sibo litukoli Jumanne abwa saba bunge ase bunge ne baranyale ko babutwali karokia bene gukwanirana gwake kura yokogania komorusia bisi gose komotigali aroro mokonyi bo murayibwensi ya Kenya Geoffrey rigadiga shagwa nkomanyibuna niganyarira ko bakaweso kya sentunda ya bene kegema chinga kichama sabo nagosabo kwabera kolende ayemananda mange asekegetalige tambe Jenigo nkoro kwa Bosire ngo kwa leo nyala ko gusangamo na nche kurubona gwikomo elyo omokonyi bo murayibwensi ya Kenya Geoffrey rigadiga shagwa niganyarire ko bakawe sokia teneni na gosabo kwabera uchaso murayibwensi ya Kenya Daktari William Samoei Ruto onye kerokende onyarire ko bagakogenda maminchamo no kugani kwaye Moskerigadi niganyarire ko bakagosabo kwabera guchia saba bunge bonsi ase chi county chonsi onye kerokende kolengana nere onyarire ko bagakogenda mo na mincha osima mincha mo no kugani kwabo Moske Geoffrey niganyarire ko bakagweso kiana gosabo kwabera guchia saba Kenya bonsi abuo bamwakiretere no murayibwensi ya Kenya Daktari William Ruto chikura goswabisi onye kerokende kolengana mo na barabu onyarire ko bagakogenda mo mincha mo no kugani kwabo Moske Geoffrey rigadiga shagwa niganyarira ko bakagosabo kwabera guchia somorugio ye Madam Dorcas Rigadi onye kerokende gwetera sekero kiaye kyobana siasa onyarira ko gendamo mamincha no kugani kwaye amone familia ye naboigo Moske Geoffrey rigadiga shagwa niganyarira ko bakaweso kiana gosabo kwabera guchia saba bunge abagavana amo nabobwatani bonsi bege siasa au bakonyara ko bakogenda na kosegeta engana yaye gose kumubwatesia onye kerokende onyarire ko bakogenda mamincha na banyarire ko bakoramwa wetera senchire mu wetera oseyende asoko nyara ko bakomosira gotokogenda gwika Karen abwasanyara ko bakagutwara emisa gosagenderete gutwara emisa yabene tunyara ko batogotegerera ali anyara ko bakagukwana chingaki ababunge barobeiriye gutwara gikaro litukule Jumanne Eliokogania wake kura yokomorusia bisi Moske Geoffrey rigadiga shagwa.
If my spouse in her duties for the boy child and her program has wronged you in any way, find it in your heart to forgive her. To our members of parliament, if in the course of duty, through our utterances and actions, we have in one way or another upset you, all wronged you, find it in your heart to forgive me. If our brothers who did not support the president and myself, in the way my region and the Rift Valley supported him, and probably you find that in appreciating our people and the support they give the president and I, probably our utterances made you feel uncomfortable. We did not mean bad. We are simply appreciating the people who voted for us. And if you feel that we rubbed you the wrong way, please find it in your heart to forgive me. To the people of Kenya, in our service across the country, as we serve you, if there is anything we have done or said that you found unpalatable, that you found unacceptable, please find it in your heart to forgive me. Finally, I want to say that Kenya is a country of the rule of law. I have faith in our courts of law. We have competent men and women in our judiciary who I believe will uphold the Constitution, protect it with their zeal, and always uphold and protect the will of the Kenyan people. Article 1 of the Constitution says the sovereignty of this country rests with the people. And the institutions like Parliament and Senate exercise that power as a matter of delegation, so that we have a good country of rule of law as opposed to the state of nature. I appeal to all our independent institutions to uphold the rule of law and remain true to the Constitution so that we don't get in situations where we can have a country that feels that the rule of the jungle is in application. So far, it is my observation that we have a very patriotic judiciary, a judiciary that upholds the rule of law and the Constitution and always upholds the supremacy of our Constitution. And I believe that Kenya will be a country of the rule of law. I therefore want to thank you for your prayers, for your support, and my Pastor Dorcas and the children. I want to apologize as a politician that your names are everywhere for no reason. Your privacy has been defiled as I fight my political battles. I want to apologize, but there's nothing you can do because you got married to a politician. If
oyo nomukonyi bw'omurai bw'ensi ya Kenya Geoffrey Rigathi Gachagua uyo nyarire kuba gakororeka gutwara omwoyo omweng'ekege maguso nyarire kuba kagwekeya na gusaba kwabera gukia sekero yomo uyo hagoteba ng'a onyekero keno nyarire kuba gakumumukia wese kogenda mamincha no kogani kwaya nyarire kuba gakumwabera togotigana na iyo murai bw'ensi ya Kenya Dr. William Ruto niganyarire kuba gakoraria buna chikanisa sensi ya Kenya chinyarire kuba chikwanyorera libaga yokonekia buna nkwebekera baramachiko ayo akobara na talibuna konye nyarire kuba gekobeko ase bill ya nyarire kuba gegobekwa buli tangani okwana se kanisa ya AIC Milimani asomucho Nairobi musikero toboigo nigabolire abakenya gosabirensi ya Kenya ili gutwara mulembe na boigo bomo lile banyara kuba wikerania magendro ni chire chiri abalieta abananchi chinga kialinge koligia oborai bwense ya Kenya.
I know that there are proposals that have been made in some quarters about regulation of the church, regulation of worship, regulation of religious activities. I want to remind those who are pursuing that kind of exercise that the Constitution of Kenya is very explicit on the freedom of worship, and there will be no compromise whatsoever. There will be no limitation whatsoever on the freedom of worship in Kenya. Because apart from what the Constitution provides, we are a God-fearing nation, and we will equally defend our faith. As Christians, as different religions, we will make sure that we protect the freedom of worship in Kenya. And I want to ask those who have ideas to allow religious leaders themselves to develop how they want to regulate themselves and how the church, how religious organizations are going to go forward. Because that was the recommendation of the task force I appointed under Reverend Mutaba Mushimi, that the religious body in Kenya will decide how they want to make sure that the freedom of worship in Kenya is protected. And I want to give assurance to the church and to the religious institutions in Kenya that we will defend the right and the freedom of worship in Kenya, and it will not be compromised in whatsoever manner. And to conclude by saying that as AIC Milimani, continue to pray for our nation, continue to pray for the unity of Kenya, the prosperity of Kenya, and that all of us as Kenyans will know the will of God, will look for the will of God, pray for the will of God, and the will of God to persist and to be accomplished in Kenya.
Wanchomolilia na gukorera maiga ye serikali gochincho bokoria sinyagitari korwa asukuru bokonyi gwetera somoroberio o NHIF gochasha nigobono kuboligwa kwa rurwe gochase serikali iyo kane kibuna nkwango Ibere bokoreri gwetera somoroberio iyo okwana somoiga oyemo bwa matanga abarai ani gobanyarere ko boyigo bakwamereria okogania kurusiwa bisi ko mokonyi bo muragwensi ya Kenya Ewikendi Chinsa
ngima nganga jagwa bakobuta na barabo batebi ngamuna rero bakobuta gachagwa na intunto baganyete 2027 tokoreki bato genka igera gachagwa onyore problem nganero ko ni getikie chindege onyore problem nganero ko ni KICC onyore problem nganero ko ni parastato 67 para gachagwa kerago tebanga nanche ndueta sigiti na oninje kana arengo bugambi ngo irando kobokoboge na deba nduete ko rubenjo karibu igo gachagwa asande mbuya korera nje mu maidro muntu bwe serikali asago sire tigadebe mo ruto nga ouru na go chandete lakini ouru tako buteti ouru akamochanda kabisa baka tokamororera mabera tokamwajikuru lakini ta koredeki tabutiri na inwe kari baga gachagwa koreki akore gasi
serikali ya chenjiri kuru NHIF ya chiriwe chia bintu bakuruka sha lakini bono noye ba chenjiri bado mbaranye beke anse gukore gasi abantu bachandigete mugakunda arengi gokorera bari barwarete kansa gusen kansa chinyigo bago chandika bago kolera dialysis liba gaba bunge bago sali Chinsa wechandira gachagwa baye ngotebye serikali igase etobekere shai yanse gokora igasi abantu baituri bago chandika bakorekereki bakora
Ara itonyara kabato kwaliganiria senchira yobwengo mu basolero kolende inyora ngantonyara kabato komanyia chiroboti ichwa senchira yoboikirano asamangana itali mutwane mono Chinsa Ibere nabago Chinsa nyicho bwalero kwa niaba ya timu engima yanyara kabago connect kibuna maliyo gine chibicha bago ikira senchira bwenerete kubakira ngambiye mono na yabo gongwa kira ngambiya singenchi kwanya rechinga kigosanga mona nchekerekeiga ni onkoro kwa Bosire ngo koganiria mugasoro muya nabago boligali borobia Etaya TV.